and welcome to Echoes and Ages, where voices echo and stories cut deep. Today, we are honored to have with us Hon Lowoi Josphat Lodeye, Secretary for Minorities and Marginalized Communities Affairs at the Executive Office of the President, a man whose work touches some of the most vital yet overlooked corners of our nation. Honorable Lowoi, thank you so much, Mheshimiwa, for having us in your office today.
You're welcome.
Yeah, so we know about your good work, the work you're doing, the office of the president, especially on the marginalized and minority communities in our country. First, let's know who Mr. Lowoi really is.
Mr. Lowoi is a Kenyan, a Turkana male.
Oh yeah.
A Turkana adult male. And I was born and raised in Osengisho.
Oh.
Though my parents came all the way from Turkana. And I studied in Osengisho, both my primary high school and the university.
Oh.
In the year 2013, actually, I was elected an MCA of a ward called Karuna Mibiki, where I served for 10 years.
Wow.
And also as the leader of majority of Osengisho County for the same 10 years. Yeah, after that I was appointed to head the unit called Minority and Marginalized here, where I am today.
Well, like, that was your first try, kukua MCA?
Yes.
And it just went like that?
Yes.
People trusted you just like that?
Yes.
Wow, that's wonderful. It's so inspiring. So, like, what are some of the personal experiences that shaped your passion for minority and marginalized communities?
First, me being elected in Osengisho is just a story of its own, because both my parents are from Turkana.
Okay.
And myself, I'm not half caste.
You're a real Turkana.
A real Turkana.
Okay.
But elected in a land of
Kalenjins. Yeah.
That first is an inspiration and an inspiring story that anybody can make anywhere. So long as you trust in yourself, you trust in God, you trust in yourself, and you consistently stick to what you know and what you believe in. When I was elected in that ward, Karuna Mibeki, many people were like, how could the people, a ward that is dominantly Kalenjin, elect a Turkana? But when I came to the county assembly, those who are wondering what happened, again elected me the leader of majority.
Wow.
So that's why I usually tell people it's God. It is sometimes you just have to put your passion and tell God, this is me.
Wow.
And yes, and that is where my passion for the minority and marginalized started. Knowing that I made from where I was as a minority community in Osengisho. And when I was given this job, I said I'll use my story to inspire also those small communities in Kenya that it is not time for them to keep crying, it's a time for them to keep trying. And when they try, they'll make it. Wow. Because if you sit back and cry every other time that I've been sidelined, nobody's seeing me, we have small numbers, we are marginalized, then nobody will ever test your resilience and your leadership skill. They need to jump into the ship like any other person, and we go with the flow, because we are all Kenyans, we are capable, we are ready, and we all have the skill. And let me tell you, the leadership of the marginalized people, the minority community, is the best because they are resilient, they have gone through a lot, they have gone through all the batteries, and they are ready to step up and fight for the space for themselves and also for the others.
So, history and leadership, if I may ask, were the people asking you to maybe vie for a seat first, or it was a calling within?
My story is like story of any other person. I'm not so unique. But my story, I can say, is less with some kind of favor from God. because I've been a leader from my nursery school.
Ah.
I've never sat in any class without being a leader.
Wow.
I was the prefect of standard 1. I was the captain of I was the head boy of the primary school. Then I went to high school, the same. I was the captain of the school. And in the college, immediately I came out of school, I went to a company called LGSO Mills where I started working. And within 4 months, I was the assistant general manager, the highest in the rank of African people working in that company.
What?
So I've been born a leader, if there's such a thing.
Leadership is in you.
Yes, and I've been on it. That's why I'm saying it's also some favor. And the way I handle things maybe gives me that platform to lead.
Wow. Now, your role carries a lot of responsibilities. For those who may not fully understand how it is, how would you describe your day-to-day work in advancing inclusion?
Inclusion is still a foreign language in the country. Because when we speak of inclusion, we also include the PWDs, the women, and now the minority and the marginalized and the youth. There are many people who've not really embraced inclusion. There are bigger tribes who think that the space is theirs to occupy.
Yeah, sure.
And they are not ready to let anyone in. And now when we break it further and go to these smaller communities, you find the resistance they are receiving from their dominant communities is quite a challenge. Inclusion, Kenya is made up of a happy story of many communities in one.
Yeah, and by the way, we've been talking about majority and minority, marginalized. If you may tell us which communities are marginalized or the minorities, who are we talking about?
Thank you very much. Minority and marginalized are two different terms. We have communities that are marginalized but they are not minority.
Okay.
And we have communities that are minority but they are not marginalized.
Oh.
So in that sense.
Okay.
Then we have communities that are minority marginalized. They are small and they are marginalized. Here in Kenya, we've been going to school knowing all through that we only have 42 communities.
Yeah,
42
46.
it was 42. Sometimes then they started going up and saying now it is 46, now we are 48. The additions is that when they were recording the first communities, nobody really took keen interest on studying the smaller communities. But I'm telling you today, if we go keenly to determining these communities, Kenya has more than 70 different communities.
What?
So these smaller communities are many, and some are perceived to be sub-tribes of the others. But that is how it is. In the Rift Valley, we have the Sengwer, we have the Ogiek, we have the Ilchamus, formerly called the Gems by our books, which is also it's derogatory in their own language. We have the Enderois of Baringo. We have Nubians living everywhere in this country.
Nubians?
Yes.
Nubians in Kenya?
Yes, they are now recognized Kenyans. They have been here before even others. They were here before independence.
Yeah, okay.
So those are part of the communities that we also have. And we go further to Nyanza, we have also bigger communities that now they are growing in numbers, but they are still in that minority because they live in one area and they have, if today they declare that they want the presidency or even the governor of the counties they come from, they cannot win. Like the couriers cannot take a governorship of
certain county.
Of that county, Siaya or Omabay, if they so wish. They cannot, so they remain minority. And many communities in the northeastern, we have many. We have the Dasnach, we have Sakuye, we have the El Molo that all of us know. We have the Rendiles. We have many of them. We have the Makonde in the coast. We have the Pemba. Then we have in Taita, we have Pares, we have Kasigao.
And how many communities are these?
There are more than
Wanakaa
50
wengi.
smaller communities. Yeah.
And they're just all over Kenya.
They are smaller in their numbers, but they are all over Kenya.
Wow. Mimi nilikuwa najua Ogiek peke yake. To be sincere.
So before, people used to call Ogiek Ndarobos. And funny enough, Ndarobo is not a community. It was a name that was used to call anybody who is living in the forest under Ngadra. So all of you are called Ndarobo. The Robo name is a Maasai derogatory term that you're poor. Because in Maasai, if you don't have animals, you're not rich. So that is how they were taking that. And for sure, these communities have been suffering a lot. And now, since this government came in, the president's plan and the promise was to bring everybody to the center.
On board, yes.
So that is what we are doing as an office. Is trying to bring everybody to the center. Can we know you?
Yeah.
Why are you called marginalized?
Yeah.
There's a sessional paper number 10 of 1969 that divided parts of this country. They called other parts high productive areas, and then non-productive areas that were left behind. And that is how the marginalization started.
Okay.
Marginalization also started pre-independence, because when the colonists came, they occupied the productive lands, and they left aside all those lands that were not productive.
Oh yeah.
And when they occupied the productive lands, that is where they did schools, they did hospitals, they did everything, and also improved the area because they were living there.
Oh yeah.
Now the areas they regarded as not productive, nobody was there, no development was there. So those areas were left behind up to this time. So when we say people are marginalized, there is also a marginalization of an area. You go to an area, there's no hospital, they have no water, they have no electricity, no roads. So that area is marginalized, and that area is occupied by the marginalized community. So that is what we are saying by marginalized. Maasai, Turkana, Pokot, people Tugen, they remain to be marginalized, but they are no longer a minority because of their numbers.
Okay.
Maasai are eating 1 million. Turkana are eating 1 million. Marakwet, you know, their numbers are not minimal again. They've now expanded in numbers, and now we cannot call them minorities.
Oh yeah.
But they remain to be marginalized.
Oh yeah.
El Mola are still below 100,000. They are below 10,000 actually. The Dasnach, 21,000. People are still below 50,000, and they're in Kenya. They cannot even have a ward of their own. The highest ranking government official is assistant chief.
Oh my.
In that, so those are the community that we can still say they are minority. There's never been a definite definition by the international bodies, AU, UN, name them, or even locally to define who a minority is.
Yeah.
But they are characterized by their style of life. Is their area marginalized? Are they still keeping their culture? Are they having the same language? Are they smaller in number? So that definition now in it broadens and gives us the definition of a minority. The same with marginalized. Article 260 of the Constitution gives it, but gives it in character.
Oh, yeah.
It does not. You cannot define it as minority is.
So tukisema minority ni numbers.
Numbers.
When we talk of marginalized, our party, the development,
they were left behind.
Yeah, they were left behind.
Yes.
All right. So what is one of the projects or initiative that you are most proud of so far?
To this extent, there is advocacy. I can start with that because nobody knew that there were people like that, and now we've advanced their voices. They are known everywhere. Through advocacy, our people, those communities now are getting employment. Slowly, they are being absorbed into the public service. If you see today, the government has had the first woman Maasai cabinet secretary from the marginalized.
Yeah.
The first woman to come
Yeah.
So the government empowers women, but at the same time empowers from those smaller communities that were regarded backward. Today, as we speak, the chair of IBC, the people responsible in delivering an election in this country, is from Turkana. If you speak today, commissions are led by people from the northeastern. We have a PS, the youngest PS called Museya Sylvia, the State Department of Wildlife. She is the youngest, 34 years.
Wow.
From a very small community, out of the all smallest community, Yaku has only 6,000, population of 6,000. But she comes from that community and she is a PS.
Wow.
So we have many of them in government now. That is an initiative. The second one is that the president, through our discussions, removed the vetting of these communities because most of them were regarded as terrorists and all of the other things. So the president removed the vetting through our own initiatives. And now those communities can access, can get IDs without problems. Like they can live like any other Kenyans.
So hao watu wanapewa citizenship ama ni ID wanapewa like
ID, they are Kenyans. You just give them IDs, give them the code, the community code, recognize their community as community X, give them a code.
Okay.
Then recognition. Then they live well.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what's the biggest challenge you face in ensuring that these communities are heard and represented?
Resistance.
Ah.
The bigger communities that have been marginalized in these communities will not allow others to come out. So you have a bit of resistance. Resources. These communities are so much behind that they need a lot of resources for them to develop and reach where the others are. So those are the main challenges. Political interference. You know, when people were used to using these people as their fill-ups, feel now you want to empower them, then becomes a challenge. And the worst one is that everybody now wants to be marginalized and
feel recognized.
The big communities are saying, you know, for us, we are a small community, we are just forced to this bigger community. You know, I'm getting calls, I'm getting delegations, I'm getting people coming to every day.
So yani wale watu wamekuwa recognized,
yes,
they want to be
they are now defecting and saying yes, we are all this, but read the history. They forced us to be this, but we are usually this. So we are getting quite a number of people who are wanting to be admitted.
How do you handle that?
There are procedures, there is a criteria, there are parameters for us to actually say you are a different community. Are you speaking a different language? Is your family or community tree different from your neighbors? Do you have a different culture? You know, those things. If you don't meet them, then just be where you are. And for the pole, we will onboard those that are truly minorities.
Okay, and marginalized, of course. So, in your earlier conversation, you mentioned inclusivity and diversity. How do you envision Kenya achieving true representation across all communities?
Kenya will be great if someday we will love each other and we will call ourselves Kenyans. The time we will live describing ourselves in tribal lines, in regional lines, Kenya will be great. There is no country that is so beautiful and blessed like Kenya. But until then, we need to work on appreciating each other and allowing ourselves to mingle and to relate, to be friends to each other, to love each other, to just carry ourselves in a dignified way around each other. Then this country will grow. So I'm foreseeing Kenya in the near future becoming one country. If you see the unison, you know, I want to separate the two. If you see the unison of the real Gen Zs in 2024, the real ones, because there are also others that are pushing us a different agenda. That tribeless, colorless team, that is, we are fighting for one thing. That is where we want to see Kenya, where everybody say the flag of this country unites me with the others. The name of this country is what I'm proud of. The, you know,
yani tukue venye tunashangilia football sai.
It's like when we football na saa zile tuko
tuna watch athletes.
You know, we now become one. And if Kenya today unites and leaves these divisions, every other country no country will defeat Kenya. Kenya is a very strong country.
Very powerful.
We are all only not achieving our maximum potential because we are fighting ourselves. We are an enemy of ourselves.
So like you're actually advocating for these people to be recognized and given the identity they need. But now when it comes to maybe land issues, how do you solve such? Because maybe the other community will feel like hawa watu wanataka kutuchukulia shamba yetu. Or how do you solve this? Because there must be.
In Kenya we have departments, we have a constitution, we have acts of parliament, we have institutions that are mandated to do certain things. For me, in this office, we are 99% advisories. We are 99% an advisory office. When we receive a complaint about lands, we have the National Lands Commission. When we receive a complaint about education, we have the State Department of Education. When we receive complaint about anything, we are the President's office, and our main role is coordinative. We just coordinate. You take this, you lead this, you bring this. You getting me?
Yeah.
So when they bring the issues of land, and this community, for record purposes, they have never fought with the neighboring community because of land. It is either them versus government.
Okay.
It is never them and others.
Versus other communities.
Because, like the Sengwer, the Ogiek, they are fighting with government because the forests were gazetted and they were inside the forest. And they were not given an alternative
wao
land.
walichukua shamba ya serikali.
Yes.
So ni nyinyi na wao.
No, I'm sorry to say this because I'm in government.
Yeah.
It is perceived that they were living in the forest before the forest was gazetted.
Oh, because you said first that they were hunters.
They are hunter-gatherers, so they were forest dwellers.
Yeah.
And when the forest was gazetted, they claimed, and the history is written that they were living in the
forest.
Some of them were settled, some of them were compensated to settle. But a few of them that were left without a place to go are still fighting to get their share. The national parks we have, the conservancies we have, people were inside. There's a community called Ngulia. They were living in Safo.
Ngulia ni Kenya?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
They were living in Safo or Foi. But when that area was gazetted and fenced off to be a national park, that community was forced to move out. So it is a fight between them and the government. It's not them and the other community. So issue of land is being handled by NLC, and they are doing it nicely. Like the Ogiek now, their case has been uploaded into even their website. They are verified who are the real Ogieks that have not found land, and the government is working on settling them now, giving them some pieces of land adjacent to the forests. Because also we cannot take the whole forest and subdivide it.
Yeah, sure.
So that's what we are doing. But there's something that we are also encouraging these communities to do, to register something called community land. We have a Community Lands Act of 2016 that allows a community to register the land as one. And that is what we are doing to these communities. Because if you give them also private lands, they sell them. But if they register as community, the laws guide them. They can use that land communally. They know how to manage themselves. They have their own structures. So that is what this office is advocating.
Wow.
Championing that they register community lands where they are, so that they can still practice their culture, they can keep their language, they can still protect their land, and so many things that come with land and natural resources.
So how can an ordinary Kenyan contribute to this version of their, contribute to this vision in their daily lives? All Kenyans should accept that the tapestry of this country, the beauty of this country is on diversity. We are all diverse, though we are one. So if every individual accepts that this Kenya is not only for me, it's only for the other, it's also for the other. Yeah, it's
then that is their bigger role. So that they don't block the others by greed. You know, Kenyans are doing things because I don't want you to get, it is all mine. The greed is leading us. If we leave that greed in accept to live as brothers and sisters in a country that God gave us, then this country will be something else. So that's the responsibility of an individual Kenyan. Secondly, for those who can, for those who have the means, even to help build schools, give water, educate the needy, it's okay. We'll have moved a step ahead, because what affects this community is more on education, health, water, land, and resources. That's the main thing. If they get that, we'll remove the marginalization tag, and they'll be Kenyans again.
Yeah. Wow, that's inspiring. So let's talk of personal leadership and legacy. Leadership can be tough. What keeps you grounded and motivated when the challenges gets tough?
Everybody asks what your hobby, what you like doing. For me, I like serving people and helping the needy. And that is the biggest challenge in leadership. It gets tough. But I have a responsibility as a leader to make sure that I alleviate that suffering from others. I help those that are needy. And I help those that are in complicated places. If you're a leader, you need to be resilient. You need to be hard yourself. You need to start by leading yourself before you lead others. So sometimes we can say challenges come, they are hard as they are, but you cannot quit because you have a responsibility.
Sure.
So I've said my first hobby is to serve and to help them, and that is leadership. If you are in that category, then you can serve everybody. You can go through fires and deep waters, but at the end of the day, you have to stand and show that you're given the responsibility as the leader, and you have to deliver. You don't have others.
Yeah, even hobbies can get tough sometimes. So like when it gets so heavy, do you sometimes feel like, why did I take this task?
I've never reached that time. When I feel that it is so heavy, I usually go on my knees and tell God, the one who gave me this, kindly give me the energy to go through.
Wow.
It has helped me all through there. It has never left me in a deficit position. I've always gotten an extra energy to see another day.
Wow. Wow. So you're a prayerful man.
Yes.
Okay. Now, what kind of legacy would you like to leave for future generations, especially the marginalized community group?
The first thing that because I'm working for a government, I'm working for the president who's so personal on this, is to deliver the law that will protect these communities. And that will be a big legacy. We have a policy on progress, and we will develop the law. And when these two things are done, this community will not rely on tokenism. They will not rely on give me today relief food. They'll now be protected by law in government. And that will be something that we all must be proud of. Because affirmative action takes 10 to 15 years, 20 years at max. And by then, this community will have gotten all they want, and they'll join the other and the rest of Kenyans in building this country. Let me tell you, 75% of the landmass of Kenya is occupied by these marginalized communities. 75% of the landmass.
Wow.
This marginalized community own 78% of the animals. They are the main suppliers of meat, all of Kenya.
Wow.
Places like Eldoret, places like Nairobi, places like Kiambu, is all soon going to be buildings. They'll not have food. If we give water to these big chunk of lands in the marginalized areas, they are the ones who are going to feed Kenya.
Sure.
So it is just a matter of time. People will be lining and waiting for lorries from the northeastern coming with food so that they can buy.
Sure.
Because what else can you do in this nice environment.
Sure.
Where everywhere is mortar and brick. Everywhere is an iris. So we need to accept everybody and on board their benefit, their economic contribution. And Kenya will just grow by itself.
Yes. So we are talking about the communities that are distributed everywhere across the country. Is there something that you do that brings them together?
Yes, we have, and the president was so gracious and kind to declare 18th December every year as a day that all the minorities come together to celebrate. We've already done 2. Wow. And this office organized. We've done the one in 2023 and 2024. Very successful event that brings about 5,000 to 7,000 people all across Kenya. Representative of 10, 15 from our community. And they feel, we've done both of them in Bomas. And they feel like it is an Independence Day for them. Wow. They are seeing Kenya for the first. We brought Bonis from Lamu. For the first time they are seeing Nairobi.
Wow.
We brought people from Dasnat. They are seeing Lami. They are calling it Ingenuity for the first time. You know, we are bringing people who are used to staying naked to seeing that everybody in Nairobi is, yes. What is this? It's now what is. Yeah. So I'm telling you, we've done that, and now we are going regional. We are going to visit them in their areas. We are going to read them in their homes. And we are making strides to making sure that these people get their own self-confidence so that they can be able to fight the others. You know, if they cannot get the self-confidence, then it's very hard for them to come out and compete.
Sure.
We need to put that energy into them so that they can be confident enough to come and compete everywhere.
Sure. Wow. So let's go to the fun part and the relatable part. Mheshimiwa, if you're not in politics, what would you be doing today?
Keep looking after my animals.
Once you're a Nilot.
I'm a Turkana.
But
I'm a pastoralist.
You're a pastor. Yes, that's the name. Ungekuwa unachunga kondoo.
Kabisa.
Nakufanya nini? No, but again, you're living in Eldoret. You'd still be putting that on.
Even Eldoret, we still see Turkanas carrying the long and.
How many times do you put on that shuka?
When I'm home, when I go visit my grannies and home, I go there.
You go to your roots.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting. So, what's one thing that you might that people might find surprising about you?
Surprising.
What's that one thing about you that people might find surprising? Like, nini watu hawajui inaweza wa surprise about you?
That I was selected without a house, without a wife.
Wait a minute. Okay, 2013 you didn't have a house. Ulikuwa unaishi kwa wazazi?
Yes, not kwa wazazi. We were renting.
Wow. Mheshimiwa, how did you do your politics? It's getting interesting. How did you do that?
God helped.
Really?
The love of the people and God did everything.
No, kwani ulianza politics kwa ploti?
Yes. Without a wife. I married in 2018 after serving a full term.
Guys, that is interesting. Watu wa Moiveki Karuna, si ndio? Hawa wale wa huko chini walikubali mheshimiwa hana bibi anaishi kwa rentals, na sasa they would be like, tukienda kwa mheshimiwa tunaenda kwa wapi? They didn't ask that.
Sasa zile walishatoa swali ya kusema huyu ni Mturkana. Wakachukua raba moja wakafuta yote. Wakasema twende. So it was
tusonge nayo.
Kaende. And I proved to be a good leader.
Wow.
I can prove that.
And that is the same time you are elected the majority.
Yes.
Majority, right?
Even in my wedding, the current president was the deputy president, came to my wedding and he was asking people, you mean this guy has served you 5 years without a wife? And my friend and I don't know.
So, wakati watu walikuwa nakuja kwako, ulikuwa na wasava aje chai?
Si, kuna watu wa kupiga chai. my wife sio jikoni kila saa.
But you know,
you take one from the community, wanakupea mfanyakazi mwenye anakusaidia, house manager anasaidia kupiga chai nini.
Did the house manager turn to be?
No.
Okay. Okay. So that's actually interesting. But you know, your people still love you.
I think so.
Yeah. What do you have to tell your people who elected you for 10 years and made you the majority leader for all that time? And actually, tell them where you are. Wanauliza kwani umeshaenda wapi?
Mimi niko Nairobi tu. This is the city for everyone. It was not meant for a few.
Sure.
And I'm really grateful for my people. If the people of Karuna maybe denied me, I would not be sitting this.
Sure.
The advocacy they started is what has brought me this far. And I want to say thank you very much to each and every one of Karuna for accepting me, for electing me, and for trusting me. Giving me 10 years straight was not an easy task. They loved me all through. And I believe they still love me.
They do.
So telling them thank you, kongoi messing, I love you back.
Mwashikani, you know, kale.
110%.
Okay.
I can beat you.
I see that.
So I'm just telling them thank you very much. Nowadays, after I served for 10 years, they prayed for me. In fact, let me tell you one funny thing. Immediately I lost an election in 2022. We had a celebration. A big one attended by 5,000 people.
Wow.
Of what? Saying thank you for 10 years. And they prayed for me. And immediately I was called by the president to come and serve in Nairobi, in his office.
Wow.
Yes.
So you could be singing all my life. Yes. You have been faithful. Na Mungu, nice.
Real one. Wacha yeye kujiwekelea.
Tukisema ni God manze ni real.
Yenu baada ya break up na nini ndio mnaimba hizo, but for some of us
you're getting personal.
We have something to show. Yes.
Wow. Hey, it's grace. Ni grace. But we are happy. Now kuna hii team inaitwa MCF. The Moiben constituency.
Yes.
You know the team.
Yes.
You know they are following you real time. And actually this interview pia itawafikia. What do you tell them?
I tell MCF that we started when we were like 10, now we are approaching 1,000. MCF is so great. If you see what is happening in Tarbo, what is happening in Kisesi, is all about politics. But MCF have gone to an extent of helping the needy. You know, that's great. I'm telling MCF, keep the spirit burning. Let the upcoming politics not divide us. As much as we support our different candidates, we have different ideologies, but we remain Moibians. And the young people in that group are the future of Moiben. They should remain united, they should remain focused, because the future belongs to them. Some of us are leaders because of them. Some of us are who we are because of them.
Sure.
So they should remain one, they should remain united, and they should continue helping the needy, because in helping the needy, God will open doors for each and every one of them to get what they want.
But they kuna project yenye ongoing. Umeona kwa group, they're building a house for a certain woman.
Yes, in fact, tomorrow I'm contributing mine for that, and from today going forward, I think now I'm settled enough here. I can now start even leading that group in doing those helping the needy, because that's part of my work. That's part of my hobbies, and that is what makes my heart rejoice every day.
Wow. That's really interesting. I would like the conversation to keep going, because I mean, this kind of stories, like, you know, ni amazing. And we'll find more time. And when you're around, you know, we'll get to talk ground. But keep up the good work, Mheshimiwa. We are really proud of you and the office you hold and the good work you're doing for the people, especially the minority and the marginalized. And for giving us your time and gracing us and hosting us here in Nairobi. We really appreciate. Tumekuja tukaona kumbe kwa the tallest building. We actually went to the top there.
Because I'm
Rooftop.
tall, then I should stay in the top building.
All right, thank you so much, Mheshimiwa, and to our viewers. Kama Echoes and Ages, that was Honorable Lowoi. Thank you so much for him giving us his time, his commitment, inclusion, and inspiration. We hope our audience takes your message to heart, and this has been Echoes and Ages podcast. And to all our viewers, audience, we want to say asanteni sana for the support you're giving us and for making us and opening offices for us and also recommending us to your leaders and people you'd like to hear their voices. Remember, at Echoes and Ages, this is where the voices echo and stories cut deep. Until next time, again, the same time, same place, and different leaders and your leaders and people, we want to say thank you very much. I'm Valsi 254, your host. Until next time, goodbye.